EBIT minus interest, your net income. Net income divided by cost of equity, you got your 20 lakh. First, we will find out what is your total investment. Means value of the firm. Your value of the firm is equity plus debenture, 20 plus 12, it is 32 lakh. So what is the first assumption? There is no tax. A warm welcome to one and all. This is your Adarsh sir here, lecturing Vidyashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. And now we are in the session 7 of your topic called your capital structure. Under capital structure, we also have topic called net income approach and net operating income approach. Now, in today's session, we will discuss about net income approach. Easiest one. If you remember or if you know the formula, easily you can find out what is net income approach. So in today's agenda, we will work out about the concept as well as problems. While doing problem, we will also understand the concept. Concept, net income approach or NI approach. So what is this? Net income approach or NI approach. Now, as per this net income approach, we have some assumptions. As per net income approach, we have some assumption. This net income and NOI, net operating income, both we may get one for theory, your 10-mark theory. You are supposed to explain what is net income approach and you are supposed to explain what is net operating income approach. So these are the topics we are supposed to explain in your theory part. Now, along with theory, you will get problem also. We will work out one problem on net income approach. Before that, what are the assumptions we have under net income approach? Assume that there is no tax in net income approach. So what is the first assumption? There is no tax. The first point. Now, so for 5 marks, they will ask you, what are the assumptions under net income approach? First assumption is what? There is no tax. Second one, the cost of debt is less than cost of equity. Normally what happens, equity are more riskier than debenture. That's why if you want to invest in company as a debenture holder or as an equity shareholder, equity you have more risk, the return will be more. Debenture you have less risk, the return will be less. Company has to give debenture holders less interest and company has to give to equity shareholder more dividend. So one more assumption is what? Cost of debenture always lesser than cost of equity. Second. Third, the use of debt does not change the risk perception of investor. So even though the use of debt does not change the risk perception of investor. These are the 3 assumptions we have. Along with this, we have E, total market value of equity. E stands for what? Total market value of equity. D stands for total market value of debenture. Then V stands for total market value of the firm. So that is debenture plus equity. We don't have preferences in your net income approach. Just assume that your investment is 20 lakh. Your investment is 20 lakh. In this 20 lakh, you have collected 12 lakh from debentures. Means balance 8 lakh will be what? It must be equity. Because there are only 2. I give you one more example. There are 100 members are there. There are 100 members are there. In that, 70 members are men. 70 members are men. What about 30 members? The 30 members are obviously it will be woman. Clear? Don't go for the third gender. So in this example, we'll go with men and women. Now, if 70 members are men means balance 30, it should be woman only. Similarly, out of 20 lakh, 12 lakh is debenture means balance 8 lakh, it must be equity. Why? Because under NI approach, we have only two concepts. One is debenture, one is equity. What are the assumption? First assumption is there is no tax. The second assumption is cost of debt always lesser than cost of equity. And the third assumption is the perception of investment of debenture will not change in the investor's mind. Now, E stands for total market value of equity. D stands for your total market value of debenture. V for value of the firm. I for interest part. Now, again, NOP net operating profit, DO dividend paid by the company, D1 expected dividend, PO current market price, P1 expected market, KD cost of debenture, KE cost of equity, KO overall cost of capital. No need to remember everything. While doing problem, you will only learn what these are. Clear? Yes. I'll go with the formulas now. So instead of going to formula, I can take you directly to your problem. So I'll come back to these things once we're done with your problem. I'll come back to your formulas once we're done with your problem. Now, a company expects to earn net operating income of 3,60,000 annually. It has rupees 12 lakh, 10% debentures, 12 lakh, 10% debentures. Equity capitalization rate means equity capitalization rate, how much it is? 12%. Also calculate the overall cost of capital. See, cost of equity, it is given. KO, we are supposed to find out. Now, before that, we'll find out what is your equity. What is your E? So before, how to find out your E? If you find out the overall capital, from that you minus debenture, you will get equity. Once again, I'll repeat. You have to find out how much is your equity. Now, you know what is debenture. Clear? What is debenture is 12 lakh. If you know what is your total investment, then you can minus 12 lakh. The balance will be called as equity. Hope you are clear. You have to find out what is the total investment and you have to find out what is equity because debenture is already given. Now, first we will find out what is your total investment. Means value of the firm. What is this? Value of the firm. Now, how to find out value of the firm will come later. Before that, how much is your equity? You have to find out the value of equity. We'll go one by one slowly. Slowly we'll go one by one. Yeah. So, first one, we will find out value of equity. Value of equity we will find out. So how to find out? Very simple. EBIT minus interest. EBIT minus interest. Now you will get, now what is the EBIT you have here? The EBIT you have 3,60,000. EBIT is 3,60,000. Now, so if you do this, you will get net income. NI, you will get. Now, what we are finding out? Value of equity, we are finding out. NI approach, the first thing you have to find out is value of equity. Now, EBIT minus interest, you will get NI. Now, what is the EBIT you have? 3,60,000. What is the interest you have? 12 lakh at 10%. Now, it will be 12 lakh at a rate of 10%. You will get 1,20,000. How much now? 360 minus 120, it will be 1,40,000. What is your NI? Net income is 1,40,000. Hope you're clear with this. Your net income you got, but we don't know what is the value of equity. How much is your equity? How to find out your equity? After doing this, the second procedure is, I'll change the color. The second procedure is NI divided by cost of equity. You will get the answer. NI divided by cost of equity. What is your NI? 1,40,000. What is the cost of equity? They have given 12%. 12%, you can call it as 0.12. 12% you can call it as 0.12. 0.12. So what is your value of equity? Hope you are clear. Step by step we are going. We are doing still the first one, value of equity. Now, so if you calculate this, 1,40,000 divided by 0.12, I got around 11,66,666. Okay. 11,66,266. So here what happened? So this must be 360 minus 120. It must be 2,40,000. Now, if it is 2,40,000 divided by 0.12, 2,40,000 divided by 0.12, I got around 20 lakh. How much I got? I got around 20 lakh. Hope you got. How did we do? Your EBIT 3,60,000 minus interest 1,20,000. You got net income of 2,40,000. Net income is 2,40,000 divided by cost of equity. You got your value of equity is 20 lakh. Any doubt up to this? No. The first thing we found out, value of equity, we done. Now, we'll go for the second one. What is the second one? Value of the firm. Value of the firm. So we call it as V. Value of the firm, we call it as V. Now, easiest one, equity plus debenture is equal to value of the firm. Equity plus debenture equals to value of the firm. Now, what is your equity? Just now we found out it is 20 lakh. Your equity is 20 lakh. Equity is 20 lakh. What is a debenture? As per the question, we have debenture of 12 lakh. Now, it is 12 lakh. 20 plus 12, how much? 32 lakh. So, this is your value of the firm. Hope you are clear. Yes, your value of the firm is equity plus debenture, 20 plus 12, it is 32 lakh. So, second one also we found out. Now, we'll go for the last one. Cost of capital, KO, we are supposed to find out. Third one, cost of capital. So last one, cost of capital. How to find out? Very simple. EBIT divided by V multiplied with 100. This is your formula to find out cost of capital. What is your EBIT? I'll go back to your question. Your EBIT. Your EBIT is around 3,60,000 is your EBIT. 3,60,000. 3,60,000. What is the value of the firm? The value of the firm, just now we found out, the value is 32 lakh. 32 lakh. Multiplied with 100, you will get your answer. Now, so if you go for this, 3,60,000 divided by 32 lakh into 100, I got 11.25%. This is cost of capital. Okay, clear? In NI approach, what are the things we are supposed to do? We have to calculate value of equity. First one. Second one, we have to calculate value of the firm V. Second one. Third one, we have to calculate cost of capital, that is KO. These are the three things you are supposed to find out. Now, cost of equity, value of the equity, how to find out? EBIT minus interest, your net income. Net income divided by cost of equity, you got your 20 lakh. Now, how to find out value of the firm? You got equity here. You got equity here. Now, equity plus debenture, you will get your value of the firm. And the third one, cost of capital, EBIT divided by V, you will get your cost of capital 11.25. Any doubt? Hope there is no doubt. So we're done with your calculation, NI approach. So don't go with the actual formula what I have given here. It will be little confusing for you. That's why whatever we have done here, this much only sufficient. That's why I have not explained you the formulas. So in your examination, if it is NI approach, please go like this. Now, I'll go out of the screen. Please take screenshot. Your NI approach, first one, value of equity. Second one, value of the firm. And the third one, cost of capital. So this is all about your today's session. Hope you understood how to calculate your NI approach. Please work out the same problem. Easiest one, easily you can score marks in this. Thank you.